One mouse tells you many ancient stories. Two hands wave a mighty army. This is the shadow play art. The shadow play art is the gem of national folk art that integrates painting, paper cutting, engraving, opera, and dance. Some people say it is the purest form of opera. Some say it is the ancestor of cinema. Some say it is a flowing picture, a solidified poem, color music, and living spirit. Some say it is the traditional Chinese folk art with the longest history, the most beautiful images, the most perfect acting skills, and the greatest influence on world culture. From it, you may see all-powerful kings and ministers, curvy dragons, tigers, snakes, weapons clashing, and battles of immortals with devils. These tremendous changes occur on the sky and on the ground. This art form is incomparable to any kind of art in the world. This art with vivid effects was bequeathed from an ancient man named Ardu. Since then, many historic stories have been performed with this small piece of leather. Where one mouse tells you many ancient stories, two hands wave a mighty army. The shadow play was originated during the Han and Jin dynasties in China, developed during the Tang and Sung dynasties, and prospered in the Ming and Qing dynasties, spanning history with more than 1,000 years to date. With a wide stage in both North and South China. The most prosperous province for Chinese shadow play is Sichuan, and the most prosperous city for Sichuan shadow play is Chengdu. In the early years of the Republic of China, a respected gentleman of the Qing dynasty, whose name was Zhou Shun, admired. There are shadow plays in most provinces, but the most splendid is in Chengdu. In 1936, a famous scholar, Mr. Huang Yanpei, traveled in Chengdu and wrote a book, 100 Pieces of the 4 Lines of Poem Through Travel in Chengdu, in which a poem said, "The Lanzhou's paper cutting gives me a deep impression, while the West Sichuan's engraving leather is more splendid." The words of both respected men were the true reflections of Chengdu shadow play at that time. The Chengdu shadow play is an exquisite work of art in Chinese history. Chengdu shadow play is an integrated art including folk paper cutting, pattern engraving, leather fabrication, opera performance, and so on. It contains a wide variety of arts that other arts can be compared to. Chengdu shadow play is deeply rooted in folk art culture. As a profound historical base, the tolerance of Chengdu's urban culture for absorbing other arts promotes the development of the Chengdu shadow play to form a unique art style, and has become an important member of the art world with its vivacious, flexible, and ingenious creativeness. Why is Chengdu shadow play able to prevail forever and never decline in China? Why is Chengdu shadow play able to stand out in world arts? The answer is that Chengdu shadow play has a complex structure, symmetrical scale, flexible operation, and is performed live. Chengdu shadow play is made up of semi-transparent yellow cowhide that is commonly called bright cowhide. The connectors in the Chengdu shadow play figures can be divided into 14 pairs, including cap, head, chest, abdomen, upper limb, lower limb, forearms, palms, and fingers. Its joints are more flexible than other shadow play figures in North China. Because of this, Chengdu shadow play figures have a strong dynamic feeling along with both body and spirit. The head, cap, clothes, ornaments, and beard in various figures of shadow play are interchangeable with each other. From Chengdu shadow play, you may also see superior performance skills from the Sichuan opera, such as juggling, opacity, turning chair, throwing handkerchief, throwing tiptoes, shaking shoulders, fling long sleeves, and so on. Moreover, the improved Chengdu shadow plays may include Sichuan opera exclusives such as changing faces, spraying smoke, spitting fire, and so on. The fabrication skill of the Chengdu shadow play is continuously being improved with many new techniques appearing. In suture, color, engraving and mold, the achievements of folk arts and crafts such as Sichuan opera, Sichuan brocade and embroidery, Han brickwork, New Year pictures, and so on are introduced into the Chengdu shadow play. Therefore, it has a full and vivid image of the rich local cultural style. Shadow play art is a part of the rich cultural heritage of ancient China. It has a special significance, and the music, songs, models, performance skills, and fabrication techniques all belong to this cultural formation. It is not an easy task that such an ancient art could be preserved till today. During the more than 1,000 years, the instrumental music, light shadow, speaking, song, lifting have written the notes of history and given happiness to people's lives. Several feet of cloth displays this broad world. Chengdu shadow play is the most unique in China's shadow play history. Here is the sea of the shadow play figures. In the several small rooms, almost all kinds of shadow play figures are collected and stored. About 80,000 pieces of shadow play figures have been collected by the Chengdu Museum. They cover different figures from different schools, showcasing all the splendor. In the first exhibition room, the exhibits are very imposing. Tens of shadow play figures who are honor guards, cavalry, or guard troops surrounding an elephant vehicle in which the emperor and his queen are seated. The emperor's dignity and solemn ceremony comes alive vividly. We may say the shadow play articles collected